The desert biome.
By Helen and Frances McLean. While planning your next vacation, I'm sure that a trip to the scorching desert may not have necessarily been your first choice for a fun getaway, but the desert landscape is far more enticing a destination than you may have initially thought, and here's why.
You won't have to go far to find a desert, as they cover about 1/3 of the Earth's entire surface. Not all deserts are the same, however. They can be divided into 4 subcategories, consisting of subtropical deserts, cool coastal deserts, cold winter deserts, and polar deserts. Bet you didn't know that Antarctica is actually the world's largest desert. As shown on the map above, deserts occur on all of Earth's continents. The largest deserts are in the polar regions, and the largest desert outside of the polar regions is the Sahara Desert in Africa.
In the Sahara Desert, the Earth's third largest desert located in northern Africa, a multitude of abiotic factors come into play. The temperature varies by location and by the time of year or day, as the region is actually incredibly cold at night due to the lack of heat and moisture retention in the soil. The average high temperatures in the summer typically reach about 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Deserts are incredibly dry climates, and the Sahara receives about an average of 5 inches of rainfall a year. The soil in the Sahara contains little organic matter and is composed loosely rather than in a compact manner. The bodies of water that run through the Sahara are the Niger and Nile rivers, Lake Chad, and smaller bodies of water that act as aquifers.
Plant life in the Sahara, and in all deserts, tends to be very scarce. Only a few woody species grow in limited areas of the Sahara. The hot and arid temperature of the land supports only a very few particular plants, especially in the drier areas of the vast desert. These herbs, grasses, small shrubs, and trees are all heat and drought tolerant. An example of a plant that sustains itself in the heat of the Sahara is the African peyote cactus, which has the ability to store and hold water for extended periods of time. Hundreds of different species exist in the Sahara Desert, ranging from reptiles to mammals. Similar to the plant life that is able to survive in the desert, only certain animals with specific adaptational features can be supported in the Sahara. Animals in the Sahara Desert have adapted to living for long stretches without water and are able to deal with the incredibly hot temperatures. For example, camels, a common animal found in the Sahara Desert, store food and water in their humps and have special multi-layered eyelids that protect their eyeballs from harsh desert sands and winds. Other animals that can be found in the Sahara include the gerbil, the jerboa, the Cape hare, the desert hedgehog, the Barbary sheep, the Dorcas gazelle, the sand fox, the common jackal, the spotted hyena, and the slender mongoose, among others. The Sahara is also home to more than 300 species of migratory birds, ranging from larks and ravens to ostriches. 86% of the big animals in the Sahara Desert are either endangered or have gone extinct.
If the desert still doesn't sound appealing to you, just wait until you hear about all the amazing recreational activities this biome has to offer. Enjoy a fun-packed day of sand sliding, horse or camel back riding, dune bashing, hiking, sandboarding, hang gliding, camel racing, and climbing sand dunes. If the Sahara isn't quite for you, visit somewhere slightly less extreme, such as the incredible cities of Las Vegas, Palm Springs, Tucson, Dubai, or Sharm el-Sheikh, which are all cities in deserts.
While packing, keep in mind that generally speaking, a desert is defined as an area that receives less than 10 inches or 25 centimeters of precipitation a year. Although most of us think of deserts as places that don't receive any precipitation, while limited, received in deserts can be in the form of either rain or snow. Desert surfaces receive a little more than twice the solar radiation received by humid regions and lose almost twice as much heat at night, and the mean annual temperatures range from 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. The extreme maximum ranges from 43.5 to 49 degrees Celsius. Minimum temperatures sometimes drop to -18 degrees. Be sure to bring at least a gallon of water per person every day and wear a hat, sunscreen, dark glasses, long sleeve pants and shirts made from lightweight and loose material, and warm blankets and sleeping bags for the cold night times. Plan your trips during the more mild months. In deserts, spring and fall are often considered the best times to visit because it is too hot in the summer and the winter is often too cold. Get outside for all of your tourist activities during the less warm parts of the day, during early morning and late afternoon.
In the Sahara Desert, there are many endangered species, some of which are the African wild dog, the pronghorn, the black rhino, and the greater one-horned rhino. A keystone species in the desert is the hummingbird, which pollinates many varieties of native cactus and other plants, and acts as a prey for other animals. In areas of the Sonora Desert with few hummingbirds, invasive species such as bufflegrass have begun to take over the ecosystem. The plants which they pollinate are critical food sources for many animals.
Global warming is a massive threat to the desert biome. Climate change has the potential to destroy desert habitats for its already at-risk animals. The desert is already hot, and rises in temperature will make it even hotter, making it unable to sustain the limited wildlife it currently is home to. It will also mean even less precipitation, with less water and an increase in evaporation and dust storms. The human exploitation of fragile ecosystems can lead to more droughts and arid conditions, characteristic of desertification, meaning deserts will gradually begin to occupy far greater territories of land across Earth. This would lead to land degradation, soil erosion, sterility, and a massive loss of biodiversity, with huge economic costs for nations where deserts are growing. Other important biomes would also be lost as they became deserts. To prevent desert expansion, the World Wildlife Fund and other organizations work to preserve and restore ecosystems in danger of desertification.
The desert biome is important for our Earth because it acts as a vital home for hundreds of important species. It occupies much land space on our planet and is a source for resources such as sand and oil. The earliest communities began in the desert. Ancient civilizations such as Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Israel originated from the Sahara Desert. Maintaining the fragile ecosystems of our world's deserts is crucial to our planet's well-being. So pack your bags, book your ticket, and hop on a flight over to the Sahara today.
We, Helen and Frances, hope to see you soon so you too can enjoy all the fun tourism adventures that the desert has to offer. Thanks for watching.